High above the stars, the Galactic Council meeting was about to start. Over 300 alien species sat in the Grand Hall. They came from all corners of the galaxy. Their ships were big and powerful. Their weapons could destroy planets. They thought they were the strongest beings in space. Supreme Counselor Vex stood up and hit his metal staff on the floor 3 times. The sound echoed through the hall. Everyone became quiet. "Today we talk about a new world," Vex said. His voice was cold. "A small blue planet called Earth. A big screen showed Earth floating in space. It looked small and alone. The humans have refused to join us," Vex continued. "They sent our messengers away. This cannot be allowed." The aliens in the room nodded. No planet had ever said no to the Galactic Council before. "Earth will fall easily," said Commander Zorn, leader of the Council's war fleet. "Humans are weak. They fight each other over small things. They have no space travel. Their weapons are simple." Vex smiled. His sharp teeth glinted in the light. "We will give them 1 week to change their minds. Then we attack." On Earth, in Seoul, South Korea, Do-Yoon Kim was having a normal day. He was the defense minister of South Korea. He was reading reports in his office when all the screens around him suddenly changed. An alien face appeared on every screen. It had gray skin, black eyes, and no hair. It spoke in perfect Korean. "People of Earth, we are the Galactic Council. We control this part of space. Your planet is now ours. You have 7 days to surrender. If you fight, you will die. If you join us, you may live as our helpers." The message played in every language on Earth, on every TV, radio, phone, and computer. No one could stop it. Do-Hyun picked up his phone, with shaking hands. "Get me the president now." Within hours, the United Nations called an emergency meeting. Leaders from all countries joined. For the first time in history, they all agreed on one thing. Earth would not surrender. In the large meeting room, Do-Hyun stood up to speak. "The aliens think we are weak because we fight each other, but now we must fight together." Gina Yoon, the top scientist from Korea's space agency, showed pictures of the alien ships near the moon. "Their technology is far ahead of ours, but we have something they don't expect." "What's that?" asked the American president. Gina smiled. "Humans never give up, and we learn very fast." In his small apartment in Seoul, Hansel Lee watched the news with wide eyes. He was just a regular computer programmer. Yesterday, his biggest worry was paying rent. Today, aliens wanted to take over the world. His phone rang. It was his friend Minjun Choi, who worked for the government. "Hansel, come to the defense ministry now. We need every good programmer we can find." "Why me?" Hansel asked. "Because you're the best hacker I know," Minjun said. "And right now, Earth needs hackers." 3 days later, people around the world were building defenses. Old enemies worked together. Scientists shared secrets. Soldiers trained side by side. In a big underground room in Seoul, Hansel typed fast on his computer. Around him, 50 other programmers did the same. They were trying to understand the alien signal that was still broadcasting. "I found something," Hansel shouted. Everyone gathered around his screen. "Their signal has a pattern. I think I can send a message back." Do-Hyun Kim entered the room just then. "Can you break into their systems?" Hansel nodded slowly. "Maybe. Their computers are very different, but all computers have weaknesses." Do-Hyun put a hand on Hansel's shoulder. "Do it. We need any advantage we can get." In space, on the biggest alien ship, Commander Zorn watched Earth through a special window. He could see all the human cities, all their movements. "They are preparing to fight," said his assistant Kral. "Should we attack now?" Zorn laughed. "Let them prepare. Their weapons can't hurt our ships. Let them feel hope before we crush them." "Sir," Kral said, "our scouts report that humans are very creative. They solve problems in strange ways." "All primitive species are creative," Zorn said. "But creativity won't stop our plasma cannons." Suddenly, all the screens on the bridge went dark. Then they came back on, showing a human face. It was Do-hyun Kim. Galactic Council, he said calmly. We have received your message. Here is our answer. Earth belongs to humans. We will not surrender, not today, not ever. Zorn jumped from his chair. How did they hack our system? Shut it down. I'm trying, sir, Krall said, pressing buttons quickly. Their signal is, it's everywhere. Do-hyun continued speaking. You think Earth will fall easily. You are wrong. Every human on this planet will fight. We have spent our whole history fighting. It's what we do best. The message ended. The screens returned to normal. Zorn was angry. Send more ships. We attack. In 3 days, not 7. Back on Earth, Do-hyun met with the world leaders again. The aliens are coming early. We have 3 days, not 7. Are we ready? Asked the Russian president. No, Do-hyun said honestly. But we have made progress. Gina stood up and showed new pictures. We have studied their signals. Their ships use a kind of energy we never saw before, but we understand some of it now. In another room, Hansel and his team had built new programs. We can't stop their weapons, he explained to Do-hyun, but we might be able to confuse their targeting systems. Around the world, people prepared for war. Some ran to safe places. Others joined defense forces. Scientists worked day and night. Factories made weapons instead of cars. Minjin found Hansel sleeping at his desk. He woke him up. Come on, the defense minister wants to show us something. They went to a big hangar. Inside was a strange-looking aircraft. It had parts that glowed blue. What is it? Hansel asked. Our first fighter with alien technology, Do-hyun said from behind them. We took pieces from the alien scout ship that crashed last year. The government kept it secret. Now we need it. Will it work? Minjun asked. We'll find out soon, Do-hyun said. We've built 10 of these. Not enough to win, but enough to surprise them. On the final night before the attack, Hansel stood on the roof of the Defense Ministry building. The stars were bright. Somewhere up there, the alien fleet was getting ready to attack. Gina joined him. Scared? She asked. Yes, Hansel admitted. Aren't you? Of course, she said. But also excited. Think about it. We're not alone in the universe. That's amazing. It would be more amazing if they weren't trying to kill us, Hansel said. Gina laughed softly. True. But if we survive this, everything changes. Human history will be divided into before and after this moment. The sky suddenly lit up. Bright streaks of light appeared as alien ships entered the atmosphere. They're early, Hansel whispered. Alarms started ringing throughout the city. People ran to shelters. Soldiers moved to their positions. Time to go, Gina said, heading for the door. Hansel took one last look at the sky. The alien ships looked like falling stars, beautiful and deadly. The war for Earth had begun. The first alien ships entered Earth's atmosphere at dawn. They looked like giant metal eggs, smooth and dark. Smaller fighter ships flew around them like angry insects. The sky turned red from their engines. In the command center under Seoul, Do-hyun Kim watched the big screens showing the alien fleet. His face was tired, but his eyes were sharp. They're heading for major cities, said Minjun, pointing at the map. Red dots moved across the screen, targeting Seoul, Tokyo, New York, London, and other big cities. Just as we expected, Do-hyun said. He picked up a secure phone. This is Defense Minister Kim. Start Operation First Strike. Around the world, hidden missile launchers powered up. These weren't normal missiles. For the past 3 days, scientists had changed them to match what they learned from alien technology. Fire, Do-hyun ordered. 500 missiles shot into the sky from different places on Earth. The aliens didn't seem worried. Their shields had stopped meteors bigger than human missiles. They're not even trying to avoid them, Hansel said, watching from his computer station. They think our weapons are too weak. Good, Gina smiled. She had helped design the new missiles. They're about to learn something. The missiles didn't hit the alien ships, instead they exploded near them, releasing billions of tiny robots smaller than dust. These nanobots flew toward the alien ships and stuck to their hulls. On the main alien ship, Commander Zorn laughed as he watched the human missiles explode far from his fleet. "See? Their weapons can't even reach us," he told his officers. "Begin the attack. Target their defense buildings first." "Sir?" said Krall, looking worried at his screen. "I'm getting strange readings from our outer hull." "Ignore it," Zorn said. "Fire the main cannons." The alien ships glowed as they prepared to fire their powerful weapons, but something strange happened. Some ships fired in the wrong direction. Others didn't fire at all. "What is happening?" Zorn shouted. On the hulls of the alien ships, the nanobots were doing their job. They were eating through the metal and finding their way to the ship's control systems. Once inside, they changed small but important parts. Back on Earth, Hansel watched his computer screen with excitement. "It's working. The nanobots are in their systems." The room filled with cheers. Their plan was working. The nanobots couldn't stop all the alien ships, but they caused confusion and problems. Some alien ships still managed to attack. Huge energy beams hit parts of Seoul, New York, and other cities. Buildings fell. Fires started. But it wasn't the complete destruction the aliens had planned. "Now for Phase 2, Do-hyun said. He picked up the phone again. "Launch the fighters." From hidden bases around the world, the 10 fighters with mixed human and alien technology took off. They were Earth's only ships that could fight in space. Gina went to a special room where pilots sat in control chairs. These weren't normal pilots, they were gamers, the best video game players in the world. They controlled the fighters remotely. "Remember your training," Gina told them. "The controls work just like the simulator." One of the pilots, Sung-ho Park, had been a professional gamer just 4 days ago. Now he was flying a real spacecraft. "This is so much better than games," he said, moving his hands over the controls. In space, the alien fleet was having problems. Some ships were drifting out of control. Others were fighting their own computers. Commander Zorn was furious. "How is this possible?" he shouted. "They're just humans." "Sir, we have new contacts," an officer reported. "Small ships coming from Earth." "Impossible," Zorn said. "Humans don't have space fighters." But the radar screen showed 10 small ships flying up from Earth. They moved strangely, not like normal ships. They zigged and zagged, making them hard to hit. "They fly like they're in a game," one alien officer said. The human fighters attacked the alien ships that were already having problems from the nanobots. They fired weapons made from copied alien technology. On his fighter's screen, Sung-ho targeted an alien ship that was spinning slowly, its systems confused by nanobots. "This is for Seoul," he said, and fired. On Earth, things were both bad and good. Parts of major cities were destroyed by the alien attacks that got through. But their defense was working much better than anyone had hoped. In the command center, Do-hyun got reports from around the world. "Tokyo has heavy damage in the east side. London lost the financial district. Seoul's northern area is hit badly." "But we're still here," Min-jun said. "They thought we would be gone in hours." Hansel's team kept working on the nanobot program, sending new instructions to the tiny robots inside the alien ships. "We're learning their technology as we fight," he explained to Do-hyun. "Every minute we get better at stopping them." Outside, people hid in shelters or helped the injured. Some buildings were on fire. Emergency workers rushed to save people trapped under fallen walls. In space, Commander Zorn made a difficult decision. "Pull back the fleet, we need to regroup." "Sir?" Krall was shocked. "We're retreating from humans?" "Not retreating," Zorn said angrily. "Strategic withdrawal. Something is wrong with our ships. These humans have done something we didn't expect." The alien ships that could still fly began to move away from Earth. Some had to be left behind, dead in space or crashing down to the planet below. Earth's fighters followed for a while, attacking when they could, but they couldn't go too far from Earth. They weren't made for long space travel. Sung-ho and the other pilots cheered as they watched the aliens leave. "We did it. We drove them away." But in the command center, Do-hyun wasn't celebrating. "They'll be back," he told the world leaders on the video call. This was just the first attack. But we hurt them, said the American president. We showed them humans can fight back. Yes, Do-hyun agreed. But now they know what we can do. They won't make the same mistakes next time. Gina entered the room with new information. We recovered 3 alien ships that crashed. Our teams are studying them now. How long until we understand their technology? Do-hyun asked. Months, maybe years, Gina said. But we've already learned so much in just days. Humans are good at copying and improving things. Do-hyun nodded. We need to prepare. For the next attack it will be harder. In his apartment building, now half destroyed by alien weapons, Hansel found his old neighbor, Mrs. Lee, sitting in the ruins of her home. Are you hurt? He asked, helping her to stand. No, she said. But my home. She looked at the broken walls and fallen ceiling. We'll build it again, Hansel promised. The whole world is rebuilding. Above them, through the missing roof, they could see the sky. The alien ships were gone, but everyone knew they would return. The first battle was over. Earth had survived, but the war had just begun. 2 weeks passed since the first attack. The world had changed. Cities were being rebuilt. Armies trained together. Old enemies now worked as friends. Everyone on Earth had one goal: survival. In a large building that was once a car factory in Seoul, Gina and her team studied the 3 crashed alien ships. Workers took them apart piece by piece. Scientists tested every part. Engineers tried to copy the technology. Look at this, Gina said to Do-hyun, who visited the factory every day. She held up a small metal box with lights. This is what powers their ships. It makes energy from nothing. Can we make one? Do-hyun asked. Not yet, Gina said, but we understand how it works now. Give us another week. Across the city, in a new underground base, Hansel and his team watched the sky with special computers. They were looking for the aliens' return. Anything? Min-jun asked, bringing coffee to Hansel. No, Hansel said. But they'll come back. They're too proud to give up after one loss. Sung-ho and the other pilots practiced every day in better simulators. The new simulators used real alien ship data. The pilots learned how aliens think and fight. They always attack the same way, Sung-ho told his team. They don't change their plans. That's why we can beat them. Far away in space, the Galactic Council was angry. No planet had ever fought back like Earth. This is unacceptable, Supreme Counselor Vex shouted at Commander Zorn. You said Earth would fall easily. The humans used tricks, Zorn said. They put tiny machines on our ships. They changed our controls. Excuses. Vex hit his staff on the floor. Take more ships. Take our biggest weapons. Destroy them completely. Zorn bowed his head. Yes, Supreme Counselor, I will not fail again. In his ship, Zorn talked to his officers. We made a mistake. We thought humans were simple animals, but they are clever. This time we will be ready for their tricks. Krall showed a new plan on the screen. We will attack with 3 groups. The first group will draw their defenses. Then the second group will hit their weak spots. The third group will attack from the other side of the planet. Zorn nodded. Good. And this time, no mercy. On Earth, life was hard, but people worked together. Food was shared. Homes were built. Everyone did their part. In the command center, Do-hyun got an urgent call from a space-watching station. Minister, we see movement. The aliens are coming back. Many more ships this time. Do-hyun called world leaders immediately. The second attack is starting. Is everyone ready? The American president nodded on the screen. Our new weapons are ready. Russia is ready, said the Russian president. China stands with Earth, said the Chinese leader. One by one, all countries reported they were ready. The world was united. Do-hyun turned to Gina. How many of the new fighters do we have? 50, she said. 5 times more than before. And they're better too. Min-jun pointed to a map. We've put our new shield generators in these cities. They might stop some of the alien weapons. Hansel showed his computer screen. We've made better nanobots. And we have a surprise for them. The alien fleet appeared just outside Earth's atmosphere. There were hundreds of ships. The biggest ship was in the middle. It was as large as a city. "Begin the attack," Zorn ordered. "First group, go." 100 alien ships flew toward Earth. They were ready for human missiles this time. They had special shields to stop nanobots. On Earth, Do-hyun watched the first alien group approach. "Hold all attacks," he ordered. "Let them come closer." The aliens were careful. They moved slowly, waiting for human attacks. When nothing happened, they got braver. They came closer to Earth. "Now," Do-hyun said. But no missiles launched, no fighters took off. The aliens kept coming, confused by the lack of resistance. "What are the humans doing?" Kral asked Zorn. "They're not fighting back." "It's a trick," Zorn said. "They want us to think they've given up. Keep watching for anything strange." The first group of alien ships entered Earth's atmosphere. They flew toward major cities. Still, humans did nothing. "Fire." "At will," Zorn ordered. The alien ships powered up their weapons. They aimed at cities below. But just as they fired, something amazing happened. The air around Earth seemed to bend. The alien weapons hit something invisible. Their energy beams spread out and disappeared. "What is happening?" Zorn shouted. "On Earth." Gina smiled as she watched from the command center. "The atmospheric shield works," she said excitedly. "We turned Earth's whole atmosphere into a shield." The aliens fired again and again. Some shots got through, hitting buildings and land, but most were stopped by the invisible shield. "Impossible," Kral whispered on the alien ship. "They've shielded their whole planet." "They can't have that technology," Zorn said. "It must be a trick. Send in the second group." As the second group of alien ships approached, Earth finally attacked. The 50 new human fighters launched from hidden bases. They were faster and stronger than before. Sung-ho led the first squadron. "Remember your training," he told the other pilots through his headset. "Hit and move, don't stay in one place." The human fighters attacked the alien ships from all sides. They moved in ways the aliens couldn't predict. Their weapons, copied from alien technology but improved by human engineers, cut through alien shields. In a special room deep underground, Hansel activated his secret weapon. "Sending the signal now," he said to Do-hyun. Hansel had spent 2 weeks studying the alien communication system. He found a way to send a signal that their ships couldn't ignore. The signal carried a special computer program. On the alien ships, all screens suddenly showed a spinning Earth. The aliens couldn't change it or turn it off. While they tried to fix their screens, the human fighters attacked. "They're in our systems again," Kral shouted. "How do they keep doing this?" Zorn was furious. "Launch the third group, attack from the other side." But the third group of alien ships had problems too. As they flew around Earth to attack from behind, they were met by a surprise. 3 large human ships were waiting for them. These ships weren't fighters. They were Earth's first real spaceships built using the technology from the crashed alien ships. They were big and powerful. "This is Captain Minji Kang of Earth Defense Ship Hope," the leader of the human ships said on all channels. "We will protect our home." The 3 human ships attacked the third alien group. They were not as advanced as alien ships, but they were guided by brave human crews who fought for their world. On the main alien ship, Zorn couldn't believe what was happening. How did they build spaceships so quickly? How did they make an atmosphere shield? It's not possible. "Sir," Kral said quietly. "We're losing too many ships. We should retreat." "No," Zorn hit the control panel. "I will not be defeated by humans twice." But the battle was not going well for the aliens. Their first group couldn't get past the atmosphere shield. The second group was being beaten by the human fighters. The third group was fighting the new human spaceships. After hours of battle, Zorn finally made the hard choice. "All ships return to base. We need to make a new plan." For the second time, the aliens left Earth. They had lost many ships. They had failed again. On Earth, people cheered. They had won another battle, but everyone knew the war was not over. The Galactic Council would not give up easily. In the command center, Do-hyun looked tired but proud. We've shown them again that humans will not fall easily. What do we do now? Min-jun asked. Do-hyun looked at the stars on the big screen. Now we take the fight to them. 1 month after the second attack, Earth had changed in ways no one could have imagined before. Humans were now a spacefaring species. 10 large warships had been built using alien technology. 50 smaller ships supported them. The first human space station orbited Earth, built from parts of broken alien ships. In the main control room of the space station, Do-hyun Kim looked out at the stars. Earth was beautiful from space, blue and green with white clouds. The fleet is ready, Minister, Gina said, floating in the zero gravity beside him. All ships report their crews are prepared. Do-hyun nodded. And the special ship? Ready too, Gina smiled. Though I still think it's a crazy plan. Crazy plans are what humans do best, Do-hyun said. It's why the aliens can't beat us. They don't understand how we think. On the main Earth ship named Hope, Captain Minji Kang prepared her crew for their mission. They were going to attack the Galactic Council directly. This is humanity's first mission beyond our solar system, she told the crew. We're not just fighting for Earth now. We're showing the galaxy who humans are. In a smaller ship called Surprise, Hansel checked his special computers. His job was the most dangerous. His ship would get close to the Council's main station, and he would use his hacking skills to break into their systems. Nervous? Sung-ho asked him. Sung-ho wasn't flying fighters anymore. He was now a pilot on Hansel's ship. Yes, Hansel admitted, but excited too. We're going to see alien worlds. Min-jun led the ground team on Earth. His job was to keep the planet safe while the fleet was away. Be careful out there, he told Do-hyun, before the minister left for space, and come back in one piece. In the Galactic Council's Grand Hall, Supreme Counselor Vex was in a bad mood. 2 failed attacks on Earth had made him look weak. Other council members were questioning his leadership. How can one small planet cause so much trouble? Asked Counselor Zrill from a water world. Perhaps we should leave the humans alone. Never, Vex said. No planet refuses the council. We will crush Earth no matter what it takes. Commander Zorn entered the hall looking worried. Supreme Counselor, our long-range sensors have detected ships leaving Earth's solar system. What? Vex couldn't believe it. Humans don't have ships that can travel between stars. They do now, Zorn said. They've copied our technology. They're heading this way. The council members started talking all at once. Some were scared, others were angry. A few were curious about these strange humans. Silence, Vex shouted. Prepare all defenses. If humans want to die in space instead of on their planet, we will help them. Earth's fleet traveled through space, faster than humans had ever moved before. They used the alien jump drive technology they had copied. Stars streaked by the windows. On the Hope, Minji talked to her crew. We'll reach the Council space station in 3 hours. Remember the plan. Our goal is not to destroy them. Our goal is to show them that humans are not easy targets. In his ship, Hansel prepared his hacking tools. He had studied the alien computer systems for weeks. He knew their weaknesses now. Approaching enemy space, Sung-ho reported from the pilot seat. A lot of ships out there. The human fleet dropped out of jump speed near the Galactic Council's main space station. It was huge, like a metal moon. Hundreds of alien ships surrounded it. They're hailing us, said Minji's communication officer. On the screen, Commander, Zorn's face appeared. Humans, you are brave but stupid to come here. Surrender now or be destroyed. Minji stood tall. This is Captain Minji Kang of Earth. We don't surrender. We want to talk to your council. Zorn laughed. The council doesn't talk to primitive species who refuse to join the Empire. Prepare to die. The screen went black. Alien ships moved toward the human fleet. All ships, defensive formation, Minji ordered. Hansel, you have 10 minutes to do your part. Hansel's ship Surprise broke away from the fleet. It was small and fast. While the alien ships focused on the main human fleet, Surprise flew toward the space station. They've seen us, Sung-ho said as enemy fighters turned to follow them. Just get me close enough, Hansel said, typing fast on his computer. The ship shook as alien weapons hit their shields. Sung-Ho flew in a wild pattern, dodging most attacks. They got closer to the space station. Now, Hansel shouted. Sung-Ho pressed a button. Their ship released thousands of small devices. They looked like metal bugs. They flew to the space station and attached to its hull. Connection established, Hansel said, smiling as his screen showed the alien computer system. I'm in. Inside the council hall, the big screen suddenly changed. The alien symbols disappeared, new images appeared. They showed Earth. They showed human cities rebuilding after attacks. They showed people of all countries working together. What is this? Vex demanded. Shut it down. We can't, an alien technician said. The humans are in our systems. The screens showed more images. Human history, human art, human achievements. Then it showed humans fighting, surviving, never giving up. Finally, Do Yun's face appeared on every screen in the station. Galactic Council, he said calmly. You thought Earth would fall easily. You were wrong. Humans are different from other species you've met. We don't give up. We adapt. We learn. We fight back. In the hall, the council members watched with different reactions. Some were angry, some were impressed. None had seen anything like this before. We could continue this war, Do-hyun continued. We could build more ships. We could attack your worlds as you attacked ours. But that's not why we came. The screen changed to show the human fleet. In the middle was a new ship. Different. From the others, it wasn't a warship. This is our real message, Do-hyun said. This ship carries humans who want to learn about the galaxy. Scientists, doctors, teachers, artists. We want peace, not war. We want to join the stars as equals, not as slaves. Vex stood up, angry. This is a trick. Humans only understand force. But other council members were talking among themselves. They were impressed by humans. These strange creatures had gone from a planet-bound species to a spacefaring one in just weeks. They had beaten the Council's fleet twice. Now they were offering peace. Councillor Zriel stood up. I wish to hear more from the humans. Perhaps we have been too quick to judge them. Other council members agreed. Vex saw he was losing control. Fine, he said. We will talk to the humans, but they must show proper respect to the council. 3 days later, Earth's diplomatic ship docked at the council station. Do-hyun led a team of human representatives into the Grand Hall. They were the first humans to stand before the assembled species of the galaxy. Earth welcomes the chance for peace, Do-hyun said, but we will never surrender our freedom. The negotiations began. They would be long and difficult. Some aliens still wanted to conquer Earth. Others were curious about these strange, adaptable humans. On Earth, people watched the news with hope. The war might be ending. Humans had earned their place among the stars. In the ruins of a Seoul building, now being rebuilt, Minjin found Hansel's old neighbor, Mrs. Lee, planting flowers in a small garden. Why plant flowers when we might still be at war? Minjun asked. Mrs. Lee smiled. Because that's what humans do. We build, we grow, we hope, even when things look bad. Above them, the stars shined in the night sky. Somewhere up there, humans were showing the galaxy that Earth would never fall easily. Humanity had just begun its journey to the stars.